Some memories arrive unbidden as if carried on the quiet currents of the mind. They appear without warning, without context, and yet they carry weight. An ache that feels disproportionate, inexplicable. A scent, a phrase, a fleeting image can awaken it, and suddenly, the heart and mind remember a pain with no name. These moments are not always tied to trauma or loss. They are echoes of emotional patterns, fragments of experience that the conscious mind cannot fully account for. In their silent persistence, they reveal the subtle, mysterious ways the human psyche holds on, long after the moment has passed. Memories arrive like whispers in the dark, soft, sudden, and uninvited. A fragment of a smell, a glance, a word, and the mind recalls a feeling that seems to have no source. There is no conscious reason for the ache, yet it is unmistakable. The heart tenses, the chest tightens, and the mind searches for an explanation that will not come. These moments are not always tied to recent events or clear experiences. They are fragments surfacing from a deeper emotional reservoir, reminding the individual that the psyche holds more than the conscious eye can see. The initial recognition is disorienting. One wonders if the mind is faulty, if the feeling is misplaced, or if it signals some hidden trauma. Yet often it is neither error nor trauma. It is memory speaking in a language that consciousness cannot immediately decode. Psychology suggests that these sudden sensations are the mind's way of drawing attention to unresolved emotional residues, patterns of feeling that were never fully processed. Even in moments of calm, the mind retrieves them, quietly insisting that they be noticed. There's also a subtle rhythm to this experience. Memories that hurt without apparent reason tend to surface in moments of quiet reflection, during a pause in conversation, while lying awake at night, or when the mind is free from immediate demands. In these spaces, the usual distractions fade and the unconscious can make its presence felt. The emotional resonance is often disproportionate to the apparent trigger. A childhood image, a fleeting sound, or a long-forgotten gesture may awaken a deep, inexplicable ache. And the awareness of this pain, without explanation, creates a tension between curiosity and discomfort. Inner conflict emerges gently. One part of the mind wants to chase a reason, to assign cause, to make the pain logical. Another part recognizes that reasoning will not suffice, that some experiences are encoded emotionally rather than cognitively, and their significance cannot always be translated into conscious understanding. This tension is not weakness. It is a reflection of the mind's complexity, its layers of feeling, and its capacity to preserve subtle aspects of human experience. Yet there is a quiet beauty in this recognition. The ache is a signal, not a problem. It reflects the depth of emotional memory, the capacity to feel, and the intricate interplay between perception, sensation, and cognition. To notice it, to acknowledge its presence without immediate explanation, is the beginning of understanding. It is a gentle invitation to witness the hidden architecture of one's own psyche, to see that even memories without reason are meaningful, carrying echoes of experience, emotion, and human resilience. In this first awareness, the mind begins to recognize the pattern. Not every emotional response needs a conscious origin. Not every ache is misalignment or error. Sometimes it is simply a trace of the life that has been lived, preserved within the folds of memory, waiting quietly to be observed and acknowledged. Beneath the surface of conscious awareness, these unexplained memories have deep roots. The brain does not store experiences as neat chronological files. Instead, it encodes them through networks of sensation, emotion, and context. Implicit memory, the kind of memory that operates beneath conscious thought, retains the emotional weight of experiences long after the details have faded. A glance, a word, a fleeting gesture may have been recorded without deliberate attention, yet the emotional imprint remains, waiting to resurface at unpredictable moments. This is why some memories hurt without reason. The conscious mind sees only fragments, while the emotional system recalls the whole. Neuroscience reveals that the amygdala, the brain's emotional sentinel, plays a central role. It flags moments of emotional significance, sometimes without the awareness of the prefrontal cortex, which governs rational analysis. These flagged moments remain active within neural circuits, capable of being triggered by subtle cues. The hippocampus binds these experiences to sensory context, creating vivid fragments that may appear disconnected from conscious recollection. A scent, a sound, a posture, any minor stimulus can awaken a cascade of emotional memory, producing an ache that seems unmoored from logic. Developmental and relational patterns also contribute. Early experiences shape the sensitivity of the emotional memory system. Unresolved feelings from childhood, moments of subtle neglect or unacknowledged need, can leave traces that are not easily verbalized or consciously processed. These residues often manifest as inexplicable emotional responses in adulthood, emerging as memories that hurt without obvious cause. The mind, in its effort to protect and process these fragments, keeps them alive, ensuring they are not ignored. Counterfactual thinking and emotional simulation further reinforce these sensations. The mind repeatedly replays or reconstructs scenarios in which it attempts to understand, correct, or anticipate outcomes. This is not conscious rumination, but a subtle rehearsal of emotional learning. Each replay strengthens the neural connections associated with the memory, making it more readily retrievable, even when the conscious mind cannot immediately identify its origin. Emotional significance is preserved and the ache returns in unpredictable moments. Yet this persistence is not a flaw. It is evidence of the brain's intricate architecture and its commitment to emotional survival. The memories that surface without reason reveal the delicate interplay between perception, emotion, and memory systems. They are reminders of the mind's capacity to feel deeply, to preserve the significance of experiences, and to call attention to what remains unprocessed. Recognizing this is transformative. The ache is no longer random or meaningless. It is a signal, a trace of human sensitivity, encoded by complex neural and psychological mechanisms. Understanding the roots of these memories allows a gentle perspective to emerge. They exist not to harm, but to inform, to connect the conscious self with the depths of emotional experience preserved silently within. Over time, the persistent ache of unexplained memories can begin to soften, not because the experiences themselves change, but because awareness shifts. The mind learns to observe these memories without immediate judgment or the urgent need to resolve them. The pain that once arrived unbidden becomes a quiet signal, an invitation to notice rather than to correct. In this space, the psyche begins to integrate, to allow emotional traces to exist without demanding explanation or closure. Healing is not about erasing the memory, it is about meeting it with calm acknowledgement. This integration changes the relationship to memory. The nervous system, once hyper-alert to relational or emotional uncertainty, gradually relaxes. The amygdala reduces its constant vigilance while the prefrontal cortex begins to contextualize the experience. Memories that previously triggered inexplicable tension are now held within a broader emotional landscape, recognized, understood, and observed without compulsion. The ache persists occasionally, but it no longer dictates attention or overwhelms awareness. It is felt, accepted, and allowed to recede naturally. Emotional self-awareness grows through this process. By observing rather than suppressing, the mind develops a subtle understanding of its own patterns. What experiences carry weight, what triggers emotional resonance, and how past impressions inform present perception. The unexplained hurt becomes less a disruption and more a guide, revealing what matters, what shapes sensitivity, and where the psyche has carried residues of unprocessed feeling. These insights nurture resilience, teaching the mind to coexist with complexity rather than fear it. There's also a profound shift in the perception of control. The mind recognizes that not all experiences require resolution to be meaningful. Some memories exist simply to be acknowledged. The ache they bring is not a flaw, nor a sign of weakness, but a reflection of depth and emotional richness. Acceptance transforms the tension of the inexplicable into quiet understanding. What was once alarming becomes contemplative, a testament to the mind's capacity to hold subtlety and ambiguity. In this final awareness, the mind rests. Memories that once hurt without reason no longer demand explanation or action. They remain gently as reminders of sensitivity, reflection, and human depth. The heart and mind settle into a quiet equilibrium, observing rather than reacting. And in this calm, the subtle truth of human memory emerges, that even the unexplained aches are meaningful, not in what they disrupt, but but in what they reveal about the enduring, intricate, and profoundly human capacity to feel.